What's up, glitches? And welcome to my rambling review of A.R.E.S. Extinction Agenda. Now this game, first off, this is a recording off of my laptop itself. So if there are any issues with sound or visuals or anything like that, please let me know. This is also technically the first video game I have recorded on my laptop, so yeah, I had to run a couple tests to figure out how to get this thing to record, because it kept recording off of my controller, because my controller is a PS5 controller. So hey, if you're playing this on laptop, which you probably should be, the game is on Steam. It's like 15 bucks. It's great. It's really hard, but it's really great. It is A.R.E.S. Extinction Agenda is a 2.5D, for the most part, Mega Man-like, linear, stage-based Mega Man-like. You go through the level, you platform, you shoot. If you're using controller, which you should, because mouse and keyboard, let's just say for platforming, is a little clunky. But with a controller, right stick to aim, you will shoot automatically. Left stick to move, you can jump, you can double jump. You can eventually learn to dash and dash to the side and dash up. You'll eventually unlock all kinds of different weapons. And if you can tell by the front title, or the cover when you eventually decide to go and check it out, my character looks different because it's new armor from later in the game. Sorry for the spoilers. But the reason is that if I wanted to record this, it would have to be... I would have to, you know, wipe my entire save file, and I would rather not do that. This game is hard. Again, I repeat, this game is hard. This game is very hard. It's unforgiving, borderline. But A.R.E.S. Extinction Agenda is a linear, Mega Man-like, with a teeny tiny, like, less than a pinch, like a grain of Metroidvania in there, but like, the tiniest grain you can imagine. Like, you'll go through the levels, and there is a beginning and end of every level, but there'll be a tiny bit of wiggle room where I can go to the right, or I can go down, and eventually both lead to the bottom right. But also a few hidden rooms for like collectibles and stuff. The small chips that you find me picking up are money that you can use to upgrade your weapons and armor and special abilities and all that, like this fireball, or this, or the dashes, or the double jump, gun power, gun speed, etc, etc, etc. And probably more importantly, to heal, because you will use energy and money to heal. So you definitely wanna either grind a little bit. You're probably gonna have to grind a little bit, assuming you're, you know, not tormenting yourself. But like, yeah, 2.5D for the most part. My character is 2D. The environments are 3D. The music is phenomenal, as you can probably tell. It's honestly, you should buy this game just for the soundtrack alone. Take my word for it. Like, listen to this first level music. Or the title music, when we had it there. The music is phenomenal. At the very, very least, if you don't buy this game, the very least you should do is look up A.R.E.S. Extinction Agenda soundtrack on YouTube. Listen to that. It is phenomenal. My personal favorites are actually the title track, the first level track, and the boss track. And yeah, there's a few others that are really good, but those are the big standout ones. But yeah, it's like 2D linear Mega Man-like. You'll fight bosses, you'll get a smidgen of story. The little bit of, like, if you're buying this for the plot, you're buying it for the wrong reasons. It is not a plot-heavy game. Long story short, A.R.E.S and his robot compatriot, Taurus, or was it Terrace, are being sent to this space station that went silent to investigate what happened, only to find that all the robots have gone rogue, and you need to put them down. And that's pretty much it, actually, for the story. There's a little bit more with, like, a computer virus AI thing that wants to nuke the world. It's not important. It's about as relevant as a Mega Man plot. And if you're wondering why I'm not playing this in Mega Man, again, the game is hard. Beyond level 1, this game is pretty difficult in both its platforming and its action. You would have to grind quite a bit, and it would feel slightly off playing the entire game from beginning to end with a basically fully upgraded character. But yeah, this game wants you to go from level to level as far as you can. You'll eventually die, and maybe you'll go back to an old level with some new level up, with some upgrades from later levels, like a double jump or a dash. And you'll be able to find secrets in previous levels, like more health, more weapons, more armor, more abilities, new ability weapons, more heals, more money in general, just so you can afford the heals. Because yes, your healing uses money again. But yeah, this game is really good. In my opinion, it is really good. It is severely underrated. I think this game originally came out on, like, the Xbox Live Marketplace, like the digital marketplace. And then it didn't sell well, so it got and then it got, like, an improved port, like 4, 5, or 6 years later, a few years later, to this version, with more cutscenes, updated graphics, better sounding music, more levels, and being able to play as Taurus for a second campaign. A second, slightly different campaign, and both A.R.E.S and Taurus control the same, but have different abilities. Like, A.R.E.S is more about that mobility, traditional gameplay. Taurus is all about that slower moving, tankier, more explosive-y gameplay. So, and both of them get, like, this guy has fire, like a fire throwing ability and, like, double jumps and stuff. Taurus will get different things, like he'll get a different type of fire attack, a different type of gun. Like, here's another gun. It's like a rapid-fire machine gun. Taurus does not get this. He'll get something similar that fulfills the same function, but not the same thing. Or this. Or this. But yeah. Like, they'll get different things. They'll get similar but different things. I think there's also a special attack that each character has. Like, A.R.E.S has this nuke everything on the screen attack. And Taurus, I think, gets, like, a defensive shield that makes him, like, ow, extra tanky. And this is the first boss. Ow. But yeah, like, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. This game is really, really good. But my god, is it unforgiving, fast-paced, very difficult, has a freaking amazing soundtrack, once again. But yeah, if you want a Mega Man-like experience that's really difficult, I would highly, highly, highly recommend A.R.E.S Extinction Agenda. Out of 10... objectively speaking, I'd probably give it, like, 7.5. I'd give it a 7.5. Its presentation looks good, its gameplay is good, its controls are solid, even if a bit clunky with keyboard and mouse. Its soundtrack is phenomenal, its story is very basic, but it doesn't need a complex story. So yeah. That's more or less it. I hope you guys give it a shot, or at the very least look up its soundtrack on YouTube. This game deserves some more attention than it ever got. Like, even the the port, like the enhanced port of this game didn't necessarily get, like, a lot of attention. So, I'm hoping that this review encourages at least some of you that like Mega Man games or vibe with this soundtrack, get this game. Please. This is one of those few times where I'm like, the game itself is decent, but man, it is a, like, one of a kind strange experience that is more than worth, like, what I think it's like 15, 25 max, probably 15 on sale. Just take my word for it, Mega Man fans, you're missing out. At the very least, you're missing out on that soundtrack. I'll see you around, glitches. Hope you enjoyed my rambling review. Again, I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. It is unforgivingly difficult, despite what I'm making it look like. And play with the controller if you can. That's all. I'll just leave you to enjoy this level's tunes and the robot or A.R.E.S flying around just shooting everything.